Hey everyone, this is Jake from Memory Cards, bringing you a review for the game Ironcast on the Nintendo Switch. So, as mentioned previously, I am a sucker for these Match 3 games. I know, a lot of them can be pretty low quality, but I do love some of them. Take Pokemon Shuffle for an example. I really do like when these types of games add something new to the gameplay, which is where Ironcast comes in. Ironcast isn't your normal matching game. I would say it's a combination of a Match 3 game with some roguelike elements. You pilot an Ironcast, which I would say it's kind of like a mech. Each individual Ironcast have their own abilities and traits. My personal favorite Ironcast happens to be the Sterling. So most of the gameplay you'll see in this review is me utilizing that Ironcast. The basis of the game is to match in groups of 3 or more, choosing from the pieces on the board. These pieces come in 4 main varieties, including bullets, energy, coolant, and repair. But every once in a while, on the board you will get currency, commendations, and I believe XP that will pop up on the board for you to match, and you will gain those as well. You can do missions that range from lasting out against the enemy, destroying the enemies, collecting crates of supplies, and becoming a distraction for the enemies while your partners set up an attack. There are also boss fights, which, believe it or not, can be quite challenging. In fact, I died against some simple enemies just because I was cocky, thinking that I didn't need to build up my defenses as much as I thought I did. So, Ironcast is quite easy to get the hang of, but it actually has an in-depth leveling up and customization aspect. You're able to change everything from the pilot, the mech itself, and abilities that you can take control of. You can switch out your weapons to other weapons. You can switch out your device drives to other ones, which will boost up your shields or your walking speed, which increases your evasion. And you're able to purchase everlasting upgrades from the commendation system, which every time you start a new game, you will either get, plus 10% XP for every level you gain, etc. So the roguelike elements come into play when your character actually dies. You earn commendation points, as I mentioned earlier, throughout each playthrough, and you can use them to unlock new abilities, boosts, players, and Ironcasts. The roguelike elements are executed quite well in the game. It doesn't feel like something that was added on just for the hell of it. It really feels like this is exactly what the developers had in mind when coming up for the idea for Ironcast. So the visuals in the game are quite simple, but that's not to say that they don't fit the environment. The entire game is based around a steampunky vibe, and it fits very well with the setting and the characters. In fact, the Ironcast website says that everything comes from a hand-painted sort of style. So I definitely think that the steampunky vibe fits with the Victorian era setting. It really fits well. The story of Ironcast is quite lackluster, to be honest, but I didn't let that bother me. The game is incredibly fun to pick up and play in bursts of anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes. Sometimes I played the game while watching a movie or TV, etc. It's definitely one of those games that doesn't require all of your attention, which I think works for the better in this instance. Another cool tidbit about Ironcast on the Switch is that it can be played in docked mode, handheld mode, tabletop mode, and entirely touchscreen mode. As far as I know, there are only a few games that take full advantage of the touchscreen on the Switch, including Voez and now Ironcast. It does work pretty well, however, I almost exclusively use my Switch in docked mode because I have to capture the gameplay. So all in all, I would definitely recommend this game to anybody who's looking for a game that you could just play in bursts of anywhere from 5 minutes to 5 hours. It really is one of those types of games. I would definitely pick this game up over any of the other matching games that are on the Switch right now, especially if you've seen my Boost Beast review, which I really did not like that game. This is better than that. I can't even explain how much better it is. It truly is a good game to just pick up and play if you're looking for something to play on, your commute to work or something like that. So, thanks for watching this review, and we'll have some more reviews out this week, including Pixel Lines XD and Forma 8. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe if you're a new viewer. Catch you next time.